Hey y'all, it's Anime Caveman. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 10th episode of Watashi Tenshi ga Maiorita. And I gotta compliment this episode because I like how this anime, when it comes to humor, it never uses humor to the deterrence of character development and story progression. So I gotta give it props because I like how this episode, it wasn't just unleashing boatloads of jokes. Because while it did have some jokes and they landed pretty well, I like how it focused more on character development with Miyako and Hana. Because with Miyako, I like how this episode shows subtly through visual cues that Miyako is at the very least becoming much more mentally mature, even though it isn't like explicit. You can see her gain some kind of maturity because I like how throughout this episode you see her do things like she finally puts on the hairpins that Hana gave her a few episodes ago when she meets and hangs out with Hana in the second half. And even though this episode didn't emphasize it, Miyako actually did go with the store with Hana to buy these cream puffs. And I kind of like that subtle bit of character development because if it were the Miyako of, say, a few episodes ago, she would just be outside waiting for Hana to purchase the cream puffs, and that's it. She wouldn't have even went inside the store with Hana. So I like that bit of character development from Miyako because that is substantial. And then I like how Miyako, she's actually, when she's interacting socially with other people, at the very least with Hinata's friends, I like how now you have Miyako, she reins it back when it comes to the creepy factor. She's pretty much not that creepy anymore, like almost nothing. So that was cool too because she at the very least says some of the right things in this episode too. I like that. And when she kind of accidentally did say something of that nature, it wasn't with any ill intention. When near the end of the episode, Miyako was saying to Hana that she'll make sweets for Hana forever. And then when Hana was like accepting that offer, that was a sweet scene in multiple regards because you can tell Miyako's character said that from the heart and Hana accepted it and she loved that offer. And that was a sweet and beautiful scene. I really loved it and I thought it made the episode much better to see the character development. Miyako was like, wow, I'm loving it. And I also love the sequences too with Hana developing because she's at the very least interacting much more comfortably with Miyako and she's having a fun time with her, hanging out. And I like how it also shows her maturity, like when Miyako gets lost and then Hana's pretty much talking like an adult while Miyako's kind of, not on purpose, but she's kind of like having like those kid-like features when she's crying, trying to find Hana. And then Hana's like, telling her not to get separated so that she doesn't get lost. And she's saying that to Miyako, and those things were kind of hilarious too. But at the same time, I like it because it gave characterization to Hana, showing off her great amount of emotional maturity in this episode. So that's why I also felt this episode was good from the standpoint of giving us more characterization for Hana. And I also love it for this regard too, because aside from the character development, we had some good story bits that were funny. Like the sequences where the stalker just randomly showed up in Miyako's house and she said that she climbed over the window, but then she said she was joking when she actually went through the front door. And I like how it, after that build up, you had fucking Hinata high five the stalker chick, complimenting her. And I was like, yo, this is so random and funny at the same time. And then when Hana chimes in and tells Noah that, oh, they're that comfortable because they have the same interest, which is Miyako. Those scenes were hilarious, I gotta say. And that's what I really enjoyed about this episode, because not only did it have character moments, it still had a good amount of humor. And I like how where she made this pretty dress for Miyako. I like how at first it made it kind of like a joke, but no. Miyako actually used the outfit that was given to her by the stalker chick to hang out with Hana so that Miyako would look better than usual. And I like that too. Showing off that this show, it isn't just jokes. They'll sometimes put in like some sort of little detail in the jokes that will come back later in an episode in like a big way. So I love that too about this show. It shows competency in writing. And that's why I thought it did well from the story standpoint. And even that little joke put in, like you see Hana and Miyako walking, and then the cop looks at like Miyako, and then she's like, oh, she's probably thinking, oh, they're just sisters. And I like that too. It made for another funny subtle joke, a callback from one of the previous episodes, and that's how you do callbacks in a humorous way. So that was also another element that I felt was really good in the writing in this episode. And then the art animation were good as always. Honestly, even at the end sequence where Hana's accepting the offer of Miyako making sweets for as long as Miyako can make them, was also another sweet sequence too, and it was all animated. And that's why I thought this episode also popped in that department. And the sound was great. The voice cast did their job, and the voice acting was great. And that's why I'm going to rate this episode a 9 out of 10. I felt that it put all these factors together competently, and that's why I thought this episode was nothing but greatness. And so anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts in the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'm definitely going to be live reacting to the next episode because I'm definitely pumped up and reviewing it too. Alright, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.